Now, before we go forward to do a short analysis on the Run This Town video, which is the featured single on Jay-Z's forthcoming album, The Blueprint 3, I want to take some time to just do a quick analysis of the cover of his album and to talk about the significance of the date on which this album will be released, which is November 11th, 2009, 9/11. First, let's deal with the release date of this album, which is, once again, 9/11. According to a lexicon of Freemasonry, written by the famous Freemason Albert G. Mackey, M.D., we are told that the number 9 in Freemasonry is a sacred number. The Pythagoreans, remarking that this number has the power of always reproducing itself by multiplication, considered it as an emblem of matter which, though continually changing its form, is never annihilated. Therefore, the number 9 is looked at by Freemasons as matter that cannot be annihilated. In other words, Freemasons look at the number 9 as a symbol of immortality or eternity. But there is more important symbolism connected to the number 9 than what is openly revealed in Mackey's lexicon of Freemasonry. This apron is the apron received by those who have obtained to the 9th degree in the Freemasonry rite known as Memphis and Mesrim, which is the most satanic rite of all Freemasonry. Notice that on this apron is depicted a ritual of a decapitation. This ritual has very important symbolism connected to it. As you can see, the sword that performs the decapitation is located in the right hand. In Freemasonry, the right hand is a symbol of fidelity or faithfulness. It is also the hand that is used to take an oath. The sword in Freemasonry is carried by the grand sword bearer, and it is symbolic of the sword of the state. The head is a symbol of the existing order or government. When the head is decapitated, it is held up and the blood is allowed to flow freely from the head, symbolizing that the life of a new order is coming into existence. Now, do you remember on May 29th of 2004, a man by the name of Nick Berg was kidnapped in Iraq? The video footage of his decapitation was broadcasted on every major television network in our nation. This gruesome sight was an historic event for television in our country because never before and never again since then has anything of this graphic nature been shown on a national news broadcast. So why was that sick event shown? It was shown because the men that performed this decapitation are a part of the Freemason rite known as Memphis and Mesrim. The decapitation ritual was carried out to the most finite detail outlined in the blueprint. Nick Berg's head was decapitated with a sword that was in the right hand of his murderer, and then his head was held in the air with the left hand, while the blood was allowed to flow freely from the decapitated head. The televising of this event was a message to all Freemasons and Illuminists all throughout the world, especially those that hold positions in state, that the time had come for them to show fidelity to their states by being faithful to their oaths to destroy the existing order and to pave the way for the establishing of a new world order. And interestingly enough, it was 2 years after this Freemason decapitation ritual, which was the signal to all Freemasons and all Illuminists to go full steam ahead in establishing the New World Order, or in other words, the new eternal kingdom in which they believe that they will receive immortality from Lucifer. That Jay-Z released his album entitled Kingdom Come. The kingdom that Jay-Z was speaking of is the eternal kingdom that Lucifer, the devil, has deceived his followers like Jay-Z into believing that he will establish in opposition to God's eternal kingdom, which the Bible prophesies of as being established at the very time when these men established their evil, satanic New World Order. In the Bible, in the book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 44, we are told, "In the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms and shall stand forever."